first to 5, and then I think some of my mates are calling me to review some of these VODs I have.
Okay.
And then I can probably direct you to some more specific things on my channel that might help.
Okay.
I just record a lot of footage.
Take a look. Yeah, I think a lot of. I think I just need to play more. I think that's a lot of what it comes down to.
Careful with your gold throws.
Nice throw.
That was totally intentional.
I'm not even mad, that was hilarious.
I was like, I'm just gonna walk up VO and see what happens.
Alright, that was clean.
Oh, yeah, wake up meaty force function DP catches so much shit if you have CS. Like,
Yeah, because you can cancel it.
Yep, because you can cancel it. If they shield it, you can get a free green shield break.
I see. I do that too often.
I almost fucked that up.
No! I blocked overhead just that fast.
Yeah, it stopped my block string in the middle of that.
Damn.
Just do it. It's definitely a bit of a cheapie. If you once you play better players, they won't fall for that.
Yep.
But it is important to do it every once in a while, just to make sure they're not sleeping.
Yep. Especially if it's just like one random time in the set. That was supposed to be DP? That's awkward.
The input died. Okay. Oh, I would have exploded you.
Yep.
But I did not meet you at the right time.
Nice combo. Yeah, I didn't think that'd work.
It's alright to cut your combos short if you're not sure that.
Yeah, it's better to cut it and grab buff.
Like, you always gotta make sure you count your bounces. You only get 3 max. The moment they hit 3rd bounce, they're out. They're flipping out of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's greedy.
You just delayed it too much.
Yep. Oh, I tried jumping that.
Ah, yeah.
Damn.
You have to neutral jump
Does
it.
jump actually beat that?
Neutral jump. There's a way to beat that, yeah. But
Okay.
there's a few counterplays to the Wagner that does. I can show you. I actually have a hilarious video on my channel showing me beat that over and over again. It's quite funny. But here, I'll show you. So go ahead, shield buff charges.
I see.
You just, there's a few other ways. I mean, that's really shitty. Normally,
Yeah.
there's a few ways to like, depending on what distance they're going.
Yeah.
You can
Obviously,
also,
it changes
you
what
can also
target,
just
yeah.
avoid it entirely by just doing this. Just like, if you really don't want to try to contest it, just like, just completely as
I just like run and jump it, yeah. We're not gonna jump us all.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I see.
There's some counterplay to it though, so it's like, if you know they're spamming that, you can just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to. You could just like anti-air drill or something.
Anti-air drill is typically the worst option for most of these situations. You just want to do this. 5C is technically your best anti-air.
Wait, is 3C really that bad?
No, 3C is fine. It has good head invul, but it's just the a lot of the times like you'll catch somebody with 5C before you catch someone with 3C.
I see.
Like, go ahead, try to jump at me. So like, if you press a button while I'm doing that input, I'll sometimes get hit. See?
Okay.
Where this is like a little bit farther and you can just press.
Yeah, it just like smack them out of the air. Plus, it's probably easier to confirm too.
You can't really get much of a combo unless you get it. It's like very hard to confirm. This is easier to confirm for sure. So it's more like, I haven't been able to figure out how to consistently do it. But most of the time, if you're trying to do that one, you're just trying to get them to stay the fuck on the ground so you can play a grounded game.
I see.
It's not like
Although,
you're
does
trying
it
to
not combo into
No, I combo.
60?
Like here, go ahead. And then you can get a little bit more off of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what buff. Yeah.
That's the easiest way to combo off of it, at least, like by far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That move, typically the way I was beating it is I would just empty jump. Just neutral jump it.
Yeah, just jump over it.
Yeah, but so here's the thing, is here's how you counter that, but get there.
Oof. Online training 1.
This is more like you'll only see this in high level wags. So I won't even do this typically. But typically, if the Wagner has CS and you neutral jump this, what typically happens is they especially if they have meter, like, go ahead and try to neutral jump this.
Damn it. Ah! Please.
Oh no, I fucked up. What you're supposed to do is that if you miss it, you just fucking CS immediately.
Yep. See, you can probably CS DP. If you're, like,
you could just CS
really
and
good.
catch them as they're landing. Just turn around.
Oh, I see.
So like, watch.
If I miss this, I'm dead. Fuck.
It's fine. I'll run at you before I do it. I'll like get into my range and then I'll do it.
Okay.
So you'll kind of know what's coming.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah. So I'll do it again. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. But
Yeah,
usually what happens is this is just what's happened to me, is that if they know I've been jumping it over and over again, they'll just do something like, or like, if I use 5C, I would have hit you.
5C, yeah, I would have hit.
It just depends on where you've stopped yourself in your CS.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could, go ahead, you try it. You gotta try to do it, enemy.
Oh, CS. Okay, yeah. Target range. Yeah, jump timing is kind of awkward.
Yeah, typically it's more like when you're in the heat of the match, you kind of know when they're doing it. You're not even worried.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not like trying to CS jumping from their neutral jump. What happens is I just end up jumping a lot, or like just jump over them with assaults or something. But there are, if they're fast enough, they can catch you. It's just, that's typically how it works.
Mm.
But you get more of a feel for it when you're like, you literally have seen them walk up 3 steps and then do it over and over again. You're like, all right, this is when they're gonna do it, and you just neutral jump it. But there's probably an easier way to do this, which is just do this. Shield charge me with shield buff.
Got it.
Oh, I fucked up.
Oh yeah, just shield it.
Yeah, you just dash block into them.
Shit.
You gotta hit with 5B. I forgot. Well, you should try to hit a button afterwards, because I can't remember exactly. Still loses that. Yeah, it's hella plus.
So yeah,
You could probably DP though.
probably. Is it plus even with cup? I wonder.
You
least,
add
card
lots of
tokens.
plus frames. You add lots of plus frames when you do.
I see.
So actually, let me show you something a little funny. There is technically every cast has counterplay against increased force function shield buff by shielding it, and I'll show you how. Go ahead and hit me.
Just.
Increased for no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
You can even like special cancel only if it's shielded. So there's some enemies where if you see them shield your force function, you kind of need to respect that.
Okay.
Again, it's rare. Everyone in the BFT is not gonna do it, so you never have to worry. And stair-stepping combos, the one I'm doing where you don't actually have to know that to win. This
I highly doubt anyone.
This just saves you a bounce. So if you're doing a combo where you know you're gonna be accidentally exerting one extra bounce, like the perfect example is this one where you like you accidentally 2C them and they hit the ground before you pick them up with 5C. You can do that to save you a bounce.
Oh, the 2-2C at the end.
Like that, you see that?
Oh yeah.
So like, you just gotta count your bounces very liberally. But most of the basic button combos you pretty much have down. I think for you, it'll just be working on being defensive and actually knowing how to shield your opponent out to get them to be pushed out so they can whiff.
Yep.
Like when you saw right there when I had whiffed my 5C charge, perfect time to get the fuck out of the corner.
Yep. I kind of have a thing. I'm trying to get through it, where I use shield like I use FD and Guilty Gear. It's just like hold it. And obviously that's a bad idea.
I don't know. Has anyone explained how how green shielding, blue shielding, and 1AD actually works?
Yeah, I know how it works. It's just like getting into a force of habit and actually doing it.
Well, yeah. So like, when you're green shielding, that is if you're literally just clicking the shield button, you're not holding it. You'll get green shields on top of that. And green shields are technically bad and good. Because what they do is they actually make you lose a little bit of grid, and they add 15 frames of block stun to you. So it actually makes you omega negative. However, it auto-confirms the next hit as a blue shield. So they're very useful when you know the opponent has a multi-hitting move. Or, let's say that you know they're not going to grab you, like they're just going to be chaining into their pressure. And you're just spamming your green shield. It omega pushes the target out, as you kind of notice. Like I get pushed out hella far really fast. Now there is a trick where you can actually force no green shield when you're trying to shield by holding down back and 1 and A and D at the same time. It's called 1AD. So if you just hold 1AD, it'll make it so you can actually get a guaranteed shield between hit strings. So if someone is doing what they call gapless strings, you won't get a shield. But if someone leaves a gap, you get a shield. That's not green. Like you can try to do it on me, I'll show you. As long as you don't overhead me.
Oh, god damn it.
It's fine.
Autopilot.
I'm literally holding
No
one and...
override.
As you notice, I'm literally holding one and AD, and my shield's only coming out when there's a gap. So I'm just holding one and AD, and there's no green shield.
And then the counterplay to that would be just run and throw.
Right, but there are certain times when you want to hold it for a brief amount of time, because you're waiting for a move to appear. Like, I know you're about to shield charge, so I'm holding 1 AD or something, and you're about to shield. And I'm like, so you don't have to, you can hold it for like a second or something. You don't have to actually hold it. So like, you know it's coming. You don't want a green shield because you're afraid you're going to fuck it up, but you know you want a blue shield when the shield charge is coming. You can hold 1 AD for a second and force it so it only give you a blue shield. But if, you know, if you're just getting hit alone, you could just, like, you could try to knock me. I'll show you how to shield you.
I actually do have a quick question. Do you know, or do you use like OSs at all?
They're useful, but not really. I don't use them. I'm bad. They're useful to know. Yeah, I guess the 3 CAD. But I tend to just try to react to everything. But some people like OSs, some people don't. It's to each his own, really.
Okay, that's fair. Cause I know of them, but I don't really know like when to use them.
Correct. Yeah, I
I
understand.
guess.
There are some things that like you just gotta figure out as you play, where it's like, oh, this option that I do when I wake up just covers things. But a lot of times I just try to condition people. So if they're mashing a fuckload on wake up, you know, or something like that, I just meeting them over and over again until they stop doing it. And then they start doing like DPs, and then okay, every once in a while I'll like wait up, block, delay 5 to 2A. That's like when you're pushing them into the corner and stuff. But when you're getting pressured, I usually just block and hold the mix and wait till I see what they do. Certain moves like this are easy to be shielded. So, I mean, you could try to hit me with it. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, the full thing. Up again. Oh, you're not even finishing it, are you?
Oh, you want me to do
The back
follow
one,
it?
yeah, the full.
I see.
That's what a lot of our do.
Yeah, they do this to get the cross.
Yeah, and if you shield on the back turn, you can get it. You can also do something like this, actually, which is really funny. Go ahead, do it.
Ah,
You can DP in the gap every time without worry. If you
nice.
Now you have to reverse your inputs. So what you do is, as he's going around you, you need to turn to the other direction and do the input facing backwards.
Reverse DP, yeah.
Yeah, do reverse DP, and that'll do it. You can do it over and over again. It works every time. You just have to get really good at timing it.
Yep, makes sense.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah, it's so much harder than it looks.
Yeah, because they can change what timings they actually do the side switch.
Well, there is a 1 frame gap, no matter how tight they make it, unfortunately. So, it exists. I'm just not landing it. So to me, that means it's a just frame. It means it's literally, it has to be perfectly done. But you can buffer the input online because there's always latency. So usually it'll give you 3 frames to 4 frames to confirm like a just frame.
Okay.
But yeah, if they delay it at any point, you can just DP. That was like a big delay I put on it. Oh, by the way, if you want to counter someone shielding, like you just want to let's say you know they've been shielding you, but you
Mhm.
don't want to try to like do anything fancy. You're like, look, man, I'm not gonna try to land grab them or something. Just do this. Oh, wait. Dude charged?
Oh, the empty.
No. You just charge him. The reason why is watch. Try to shield him. You'll end up keeping your turn after shield. But yeah, anyway, because charging adds a bunch of plus frames, that's why.
Because I do know that you can do like. That.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that stuff. I mean, that's all like the easy stuff. The fun stuff is always doing this.
Sure.
Do not be afraid to use that as a round ender. So like, if you know they've been blocking your fucking wake up,
Liking your yeah.
you just like it works every time at least once.
Yep.
And you
And
can
then
get
if you have CS, you can combo off of it.
you can get a combo without CS. Wanna see?
Oh yeah, I guess with box.
Well, that's about as much as you can get off. You do need sword buff. No matter what you do, either sword buff or chain shift, and you can get a combo.
Yep. And if you're in BO, obviously that dude is bajillion damage for like the round down.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, goddamn.
I mean, I have like
Mike
5
is
HP.
Okay, well I don't really have anything else to add. So
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
at the moment, at least, if you have more questions, you can always hit me up, or if you just want to like
Yeah,
try
that's
some
fair.
sort of combo out or something like that.
That's fair. I think just need more practice.
Oh yeah, I think the biggest thing that'll help you is just oh, hold on. People messaging me like crazy. Yes, they are. Where did they at me?
Oh, how long have you been playing this game?
Since March, so only 3 months.
Okay.
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah, I only been playing 3-4 months, but you know, I work a 9 to 5, so I just play on the weekends and weekdays. But I had a lot of good people train me, like a lot of good people train me. So yeah.
Yeah, my quote-unquote training is basically just watching Red Light VODs.
That's a good place. VODs are good to watch, places like that. It's always good to just play with like people that are better than you. It helps you a lot faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good talking to you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to add right now, but you know, I'm always around to help you out if you want.
Okay. Yeah, if I think of anything, I'll hit you up.